Back to Sirianni again, because I wanted to say this. The tush push embodies him. That's the attitude he's brought to the team. You know that. We don't even know what they call the tush push play because I think it's something rude and crude that basically means we're going to kick your ass on this play. But they don't want to tell anybody. But again, that's Sirianni and what he does. And yeah, I was having fun with LaFleur there because I was like, I think they're going to do the first play of the game from the 30-yard line. They're going to go, screw you, Green Bay. Here's the tush push without a push from behind. And we're going to try to get 5 yards on first down to start that game. I could see the Eagles doing that.
My theory on this, and it's not a conspiracy theory, it's trying to come up with how we got to this point.
Yeah.
And I can back up my argument with real evidence. The first we heard about the possibility that the tush push was going to be on the endangered species list came from Mike Pereira, who currently works for Fox. He's the former NFL VP of officiating. He made a comment in the aftermath of the NFC Championship that there's going to be an effort to get rid of the tush push because of what happened when Washington was repeatedly jumping offside to the point where referee Sean Hockley had to warn the Commanders that there was going to be a finding of a palpably unfair act and an awarding of a touchdown to the Eagles if they did it one more time. A rule that's never been used in the history of the National Football League was going to be invoked because Washington realized, hey, we're backed up against our goal line. Half the distance, half the distance, half the distance. You can't, keep going half the distance. Here, move the ball that much. We're going to keep trying to time this and jump over the line and disrupt it. And there's no downside to it. Pereira said that incident was going to spark an effort to get rid of the tush push. And we talked about it, and I thought, well, wait a minute. You're going to take away something because somebody came up with an idea to try to stop it that created an embarrassment? The Eagles had nothing to do with that.
That's right.
It's on the Commanders.
Exactly.
But I think Roger Goodell was sitting in his basement with his big-ass bowl of M&Ms, and he watched that game, and he said, for all I know, he was at the game. He was probably at one of the two games. But regardless, he saw that, and he said, we can't have this anymore. We can't allow this anymore. And that, I believe, the scene from the NFC Championship became the spark to go out and create a justification to get rid of it. From this safety issue without any data to back up that it's a safety issue to it doesn't look like football. Whatever it is, they're going to hope that there's enough people out there, whether it's phony safety concerns, whether it's it doesn't look like football, whether it's screw the Eagles, that you can get 24 votes from all those different mindsets. They're going to come together today to get rid of the tush push. And I fully expect enough arms have been twisted to get rid of the tush push.
What I wonder, Mike, I hear what you're saying. I wonder a little bit if they don't use that Frankie Louvu play in the NFC Championship a little bit as an excuse to that's why they want to take it away. Right. Wait.
Exactly. But it doesn't look good.
I know, but I'm saying they wanted to take this away even before this happened, and that gave them another bullet to go. See, this is why we want it out of here because it really makes no sense. That's ridiculous, right? I mean, again, what we're back into is the same conversation we have. Hey, everybody in football is trying to do this. Nobody can do it. And one team's doing it. They're really good. They can't be stopped at it. It doesn't seem right to take that away. It doesn't, and you don't take the play away because of what Washington did. You change that incident and the rules to go, wait, if this happens in a scenario like this where somebody's got the ball inside the 1 yard line, the defense has one, they can get away with one false offsides. One. After that, we're going to question the integrity of it, and they get an automatic touchdown. That would be a simple fix, not to take away a play of the best team in football. Right.
Ejection of the player who keeps doing it.
Maybe,
whatever.
Exactly.
There are other ways
they
to
could
do
have
it.
fixed this play. But to take away the play itself, and again, what I still keep coming back to is all this language and BS and crap, and I just go, I don't know if it's taken away anything other than, okay, Saquon can't push Jalen Hurts. They're still going to get the first down 90% of the time without being pushed from behind. I can tell you that.
So it either sparked for somebody,
right,
up to and including the person whose name is on every football, that we got to do something about this play, or it was the catalyst to spark and coalesce an effort.
Yeah.
Because people didn't like it. They resent it. We can't do it. There's petty jealousy. And, now we have a reason to go after it. And let's go try to find enough support to go after it. Regardless, it happened. And my other theory, and this is backed up by evidence, because Rod Wood, the president of the Lions, I think probably shouldn't have said it, but when he came out and admitted that the league approached them about this playoff proposal that is back on the table, I feel like the league has now realized, even though the traditional sausage-making process entails the competition committee presenting these proposals, they see value in having it originate seemingly organically with a team. And I would bet a fairly sizable amount of money that the Packers were approached by the league to be the poster child of this movement. And whether it was, hey, guys, we gave you the draft, or, hey, guys, whatever, quid pro quo, wink, wink, nod, nod, you be the face of this so it doesn't look like the big bad ivory tower on 345 Park Avenue is coming down on the Eagles, and the league is rigging the game by taking away the tush push. Let's have one of their peers be the ones to bring this up. And the Packers made the most sense to be that team. I feel like the Packers are taking one for the league on this.
They're taking one for the team here on this one?
Yeah, I feel like they are, because we know the Lions are with this playoff thing.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I was going to say this off of that. I feel the same way you do. I was trying to put something in the sheets here because I found it. I don't know if you saw this yesterday off of the tush push comments, right? The Frankie Louvu comments. I was surprised to see that. Now, I mean, that's the first player I've heard that hasn't taken the stand of like, no, we got to stop it. Right? Like we've heard a lot of the defensive coaches say when we've talked to them or had them on the show or whatever. But this was the first time I heard an opposing team basically come out with the whole, I don't think it looks like football and I don't really like it and all that. And I kind of found that, pretty surprising to see that yesterday.
He said, my personal opinion, I think they should ban it. I know the argument's going to be about, hey, you guys have to stop it. Don't get us in short yardage and whatnot. It's kind of like a cheapo play. That's pretty much a scrum in rugby. That's how I kind of look at it. And we've got to have a scrum, too, on the other side. And the scrum is we have a cadence where we all go at once, yada, yada. Cheapo, the word cheapo isn't used nearly enough. So kudos to that. But you know what? And look, this is where it gets back to what we were talking about earlier, okay? And this isn't conspiracy theory. This is just understanding how things get done. Frankie Louvu was interviewed by the network owned and operated by the league. They didn't put Nick Sirianni on there to make an impassioned defense of the tush push. They put the guy on there who they knew was going to attack it because their agenda is to get rid of it. And part of that agenda is getting the viewers behind it. That's one of the problems of having a network owned and operated by the league. They can weaponize their propaganda to try to get people behind it. Not that they do it all the time, but the capacity is there because it's state-run media, and the people who work there get so pissed when I say it, and I kind of like that because there's no counter-argument. You work for the league. The league owns and operates. Well, they're their own. Then sell it. Then sell it. And they've been trying to. And nobody wants to give the league what they want for it financially. But yeah, it's the league's in-house operation, and Louvu's the guy who's there making the anti-tush push case the day before they're going to vote on it. That is not a boating accident.
Yeah, probably not, Mike. You're right. I didn't think of it that way, but maybe they did know that he was going to say that, speak negatively on it, and that continues the, just the push overall, no pun intended, to try to squash this thing. But again, I get back to it, and it's great for the pushing stuff and all of that, but I'm going to sit here and make fun of the league and just hope they know that on week 1 of the NFL when we're on the field, or maybe it'll be week 2 and I won't be able to do it. I'm halftime on the field to go, look, the Eagles ran the tush push. I thought we were worried about the players' safety and all that. Oh, just because they didn't push it, it's not going to change anything. I just don't think
we'll be there. We'll be there. The first night of the season.
I'll have to say, I'll have to wait till halftime. I got to tell Sirianni and company, hey, make sure you run the tush push in the first half so I can bring it up at halftime.
I hope they come out the first play in quarterback sneak formation, and this isn't a Cowboys thing. This is, I want the Eagles to give a middle finger to 345 Park Avenue.
I mean, that too.
This may be the thing that I'm sorry, Vikings.
That makes you jump on the bandwagon. It makes me like them too. I know.
Because
I'm
it
supposed
fits
to hate
with
them, but I might
fits
like
with
them.
our mentality. Push
Right.
back against the man.
Right.
Don't let him do this to you.
Right.
You're going to take that. What's the world coming to? That's what I want to see. I want him to use the tush. I want him to do a whole drive, and I think they should do that. And remember last week when they announced the Packers-Eagles on some random Monday night, we were like, well, God, they let you announce one game, and that's the game you announce. That's the game. Yeah. When they play that game, and it's Eagles at the Packers, run the quarterback sneak every single play, not just for the first drive. Do it the whole game. Because they're going to keep doing it. That's the thing. It's such a Keystone Cops escapade here by the league, and it's disheartening. Because and again, you created me, NFL, with your John Facenda, Steve Sable narrations with the slow motion football that's just spinning off a little bit and the snow is wafting to the ground.
Hey, the ice bowl clip, you got to take it away. That's not fair anymore.
That's right. I wouldn't touch it. You've got to put yourself on a pedestal that I'm holding you to now. And this is, I think, an embarrassing episode by the league. I think it's unbecoming to the league that they're chasing around the best team, and they think that this is going to take away their best play. They think that this is going to change something, and all it's going to change is that tight formation, but they can still be there. Yeah. They just can't push the player.
Right.
But it's not going to change a damn thing.
Yeah.
You're still going to have Jalen Hurts, who is gaining yardage every single time they do this. Why? But please, owners, you're gathering today in Minneapolis. If you're getting your PFT Live fix, don't do this. Don't fall for this, although I kind of want them to at this point.
I know.
I kind of want this to play out.
Right. No.
It's like the car's about to crash, and I want to see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Well, because I think we both have the same feeling that the Eagles will be like, oh, yeah, you want to take this away? Screw you. Wait till you see September. And they have the kind of players that I feel like are the same way, too. So that's what, I'm supposed to not like the Eagles, but there's a lot of chippiness and attitude that I do like about what they bring to the table. And I think they will be one of those teams that challenges the league a little bit here and makes it a big deal. I do. I expect that from them.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.